Greetings viewers, Eric the Car Guy here, also known as ETCG1 when posting videos to this channel, and you know what that means. This channel starts off with, hey, if it's your birthday, happy birthday. Please enjoy this digital confection that I found for you, floating above the CRV in the background. For the past 17 years I've been making videos on YouTube, almost 18 years now. I'm a dinosaur. And in all of that time, I have explicitly avoided any talk of pricing, either through labor or parts pricing. And that was for a very good reason that I'm experiencing right now, because I just posted a video about pricing stuff and I'm experiencing the backlash that I knew was coming the second that I put something like that out. I guess it's good for engagement, but again, I didn't want to be the guy that's out there dictating prices. I'm just Eric the Car Guy, or ETCG1 on this channel, making videos about auto repair. I always wanted my focus to be on the actual repairs, the actual information that was going to be useful to you that you could use to fix your own vehicle, or to better understand why it's costing so much to fix your vehicle. That's it. I never set out to be the guy that dictated pricing across the automotive industry. In fact, I tried to avoid it at all costs. I did not want to be that, because this is what was in my mind. I'm like, the second I start putting pricing out there, somebody's going to walk into their local repair shop and say, Eric the Car Guy said it was going to cost this much to do this. And I'm sure that's happening across the industry. I'm glad that I'm out of the day-to-day repair industry and I'm not experiencing it. But on YouTube it says this. Before it was forums for me, it was a buddy of a buddy, a friend of a friend, somebody's dad, something was out there feeding that information to them that they were taking as just gospel and bringing that to somebody else and saying, you're doing it wrong. I didn't want to be that guy, but here I am, that guy. Well, sort of that guy. And what I'm speaking about specifically, the reason I'm sitting in front of the used car CRV is I recently posted a video about renewing the power steering system on this, and in that, I replaced the battery. I listed the cost of all of my repairs for this video at the end, and the cost of the battery, I put at list price, which was like $370 or something. It was over $300. I can't remember the exact cost, but the point is, it seemed like a ridiculous amount for a battery, and I agree. And I hesitated before I put that out there, but I'm just like, that's list pricing. That's the list pricing that the parts store gave me. They didn't sell me the battery for that much. That's what the list pricing is. And that's where we're getting into the weeds here, because I paid about half of that for that battery because I get jobber pricing. But if I say my jobber pricing out there on the internet, people are going to go in and say, hey, you know, why am I not getting jobber pricing? Well, because you're not a repair shop. That's why. And why am I being charged this on my repair bill? Because that's what the parts company dictated was list price. In fact, mechanics don't make money on labor. In fact, they hardly make money on labor, especially in the Rust Belt. I'm going to call that out right now. The only place you make money in repair industry is on your parts. So your parts markup is where your profit is. That's the only place you're going to find it, I think. Yeah, you might beat labor time sometimes, but oh, okay, so it takes you 40 minutes to do that 4-hour billing, that timing belt job that bills 4 hours. So you did that in 40 minutes. You're ahead of the game. Yay! Next vehicle you pull in is an electrical problem. You spend half the day finding that broken wire that's in that harness that's inside the door where it opens and closes. So you lose your butt on that one, but you made it up on the other one. That's what it is. It's a give and take. Every single day it is a fight in the repair industry because you have no idea what's coming through that door. Not just the repairs themselves, but the customers as well. Sometimes I think the problem is not the vehicle, it's the person driving it. And I think some of you out there can agree with me on this, because some people just wreck their stuff. And they blame the rest of the world for it. Some people, just, you know, whatever. I'm not going to get into that part of it. The part I want to stay on topic with is the cost of those parts. And me being out there putting out parts prices and people seeing that as gospel and people saying, hey, Eric the Car Guy said that should cost that much. That should take that much time to fix. Not what I'm here to do. Not what I'm here to do at all. I'm just on this channel, hopefully offering some insight, some advice, some relatable stuff that you can listen to. In fact, I almost think of this as more of a podcast. You may not want to look at my mug the whole time, just listen to it. It probably would be better that way, frankly. I'm going to continue on with the used car project and doing all this stuff, but I'm going to be more mindful of the pricing, that I'm posting, and I'm gonna have to figure out a better solution over posting the list prices that I'm given. Because I even talked to my parts supplier, because now I have a new parts supplier at my new shop and everything like that. I've got a local parts store that I go to. I've got someone there that I've kind of become friends with, and it's really great to walk in there. They know me, they price me, they've got me in their computer system, all that as a shop. That's great because, well, it certainly helps my bottom line. It doesn't necessarily help you, but that's why I'm trying to give you the information. As far as the pricing and everything else, I'm trying to show you how to save money on labor. I'm gonna stop talking about this now. I think I said what I had to say. I don't wanna be the guy out there making pricing for things, and I need to figure out how to do that better and how to relate to you better on that. It's part of it. But the takeaways from my video are not the pricing. The takeaways are the information, either how I screwed it up and how you can avoid it, or how I did it and made it so that you understood how to do it and you could do it yourself. That's what I'm here for. Nothing with pricing. Well, just leave me out of all that. I want to thank you so much for watching today, or listening if you decided to do that. And I want to remind you that if you have automotive questions, there's answers at ericthecarguy.com. That'll be linked in the description along with additional information and stuff like that. So please check the description if you have questions about this video or anything else. Thank you so much for watching today. Be safe, have fun, stay dirty. I will see you on the next one.